Hello everyone, welcome to another video. You joined me today at Artie's, and today we are having the reel-to-reel country band here today. It's basically the same band as always. They're here so many times, they're pretty much the house band at this point. They're here pretty much every third Sunday of the month, and it's always a pleasure to see these guys. They're really nice people. It is also June 21st. It is Father's Day, so happy Father's Day to all the papas out there. And we need a special day to just recognize daddies in the world. We can't make days like today about anyone else. Dads need their love too. But anyway, my dad was supposed to come here to the show today to have a nice afternoon. I got him a gift. Spoilers, Dad, if you even watch my videos. I got him a biography of Buddy Holly, and he's a real big fan of Buddy Holly, so I got him a biography about him. And I was going to give it to him, but he's not coming today. He's not feeling too well. He's short of breath, and he just needs to rest. So maybe next time, sometime during the week, I will stop by and drop it off. But I will say this, the move from out of Woodbridge is complete. We're done. Now I just need to sort out everything inside the apartment and assemble some furniture. I need to put stuff away. I need to assign stuff to storage, and then I need to build out the office/studio in the new apartment. So all the heavy lifting from Woodbridge to the new place is done, so thank God for that. My arms are sore as hell. My legs are like jelly, so I'm exhausted. And last night, chronologically, it is the 21st, like I said. Last night, I was in Connecticut with 40 Below Summer. Woke up at 7 o'clock in the morning to make sure I got to the studio on time. And we drove up to Connecticut, did the show, and then I drove all the way back from Connecticut, Hamden, Connecticut to be exact. And I drove all the way back, which took about a little over an hour and a half. Then I drove another hour and a half to get back to my house. And then I put the last remaining bits of storage in the storage space. I didn't go to sleep until like 4 o'clock this morning. I'm feeling it. And today I had to wake up a little early. For me, early is 9, 10 a.m. That's early for me. I had to wake up early because I had to bring more stuff to the storage, and I had to get these guys out. So the title of the video should explain what these are. These are my old acoustic panels from the Woodbridge apartment. We got 6 thinner panels here. They are very dusty. They were in the storage space, so I need to clean them. We got 6 thinner panels here, wooden frame, thick fabric, and it feels like it's just cotton mesh in between them. And then, as you see, we got 3 thicker bass traps here. They're not fiberglass, so these won't do as good of a job as fiberglass panels, but it's something. And I don't use these anymore. They have literally been collecting dust. So I figured donate them to Artie's. And what I'm thinking is, I mean, it's very, very reflective in here, especially up there. So what I'm thinking is we can hang them like clouds. And I mean, there's some stuff up there, but we could do a lot better. So we can hang them like clouds, basically like maybe a foot of space between them and the ceiling, and that will help with the reflection up there tremendously. The way that the roof is constructed, this is an arch, so the sound is getting absorbed up there and reflecting all the way back down here. So if we hang those panels, I'm thinking the thicker black panels, leave your dirty jokes at the door. We could put the black panels immediately in the vicinity of the band because they'll be better at absorbing, and then we could have the red and white ones up there. That's what I'm thinking, at least. I don't know if Artie wants to cover the sun. I don't know. But it would be tremendously helpful if or if we get 2 black panels there, 1 black panel there, and then we have 2 red or 2 white ones in the space, like in the space to the left and right of the sun, so the sun is still featured. That could work as well. But this place desperately needs some acoustic treatment. Like I said, we have like a couple of panels bolted to the ceiling up there, but those do little to nothing. Obviously, we would need acoustic paneling around the walls here. That's just a later purchase, and Artie's gonna have to invest in acoustic treatment. I already pointed him in the direction of where to get some good panels that we can customize it to any color we want, so it would literally just blend into the wall nicely. We can't hang anything from these ceiling panels right here. They're not strong enough to hang panels, and also if someone is on the taller side, they'll hit their head on it. So we can't have that. We can't have anything hanging on the white ceiling. So they're gonna have to be on the walls here. So we can get some panels that have like wood paneling and hang them up here. We can have a couple more of these types of panels and have fiberglass panels painted grayish white, which is the color of that wall. And we can hang some more panels on stage left wall there. That is a thick sound absorption curtain right there. It does a decent enough job, but there's nothing but windows back there. So there's really nothing much we can do except hang above the frames, maybe, if anything. But mainly in here, the sound reflects all up here. The sound travels from the drums especially. It just poof, and it just comes right back. It bounces off there, bounces there, and then comes right back. So that's why I don't really mic the toms in here, because I'd rather be kind of lazy and not mic up things I don't need to mic up, but also we don't need to, because drummers naturally beat the piss out of their drums. So the sound from that is just reflecting everywhere. I really only need to mic up the kick realistically in this place. I realistically only need a kick drum. Everything else carries just fine. I mic up the overheads just because you people like to hear it on the stream, and it sounds pleasant when you listen on the stream. But if I wasn't doing YouTube here, I would really only mic up the kick, and that's it. For most bands we can get away with only miking up the kick in here. As far as like acoustics in here go, but the drums especially, and if you have guitars blasting, it just goes all over the place. So we desperately needed acoustic paneling, and these won't solve all of the reflection problems in here. These won't solve all of the problems that we have in here, but it's a start. Acoustic paneling, especially high quality materials, they cost a lot of money. You could build it yourself, and Artie is a pretty handy man, so maybe if I send him an instructional video on how to build the panels, I can come over and we can build them together. That's it. It's really up to the owner of the place, and it's up to what he wants to do. But the least I could do is to at least get a starting point here. Also, I think the red and the white will have a nice color pop on the ceiling because it's painted black. So it just looks like a void up there. I think the red and the white will add a nice pop of color as well as being functional. So anyway, I got here super early today. The band won't show up for another like hour and a half or whatever. So let me get everything ready for the band. At this point, I know exactly what they're gonna need. So this is literally like cakewalk at this point. So let me get the monitor set up, and we'll go to Soundcheck. Another thing, and by the way, the stage is pretty much all set up input-wise. Everything's ready for the band, so I get a chance to just chill and relax. Another thing about reflections and acoustic treatment in a venue, it's more accurate mixes. So for Reel to Reel Country Band and the Bakersfield Band, the two main country bands that are here regularly, they do bring in crowds, but the crowds are on the older side, let's just say that. A lot of seniors come for these bands, and they always complain about it being too loud. And there's two sides of me that wants to respond to this. The first one is, well, my usual charm is, why are you sitting directly in the line of sight of the speaker? there are people that always sit right there and they always complain. Why are you sitting in the direct line of sight of the speaker? Go sit back there where it's significantly quieter there than it is right here. Again, that's how the room sounds. But unfortunately, I can't be rude to the audience. So this is me being rude to the audience now because I'm talking to you guys. But since I can't be rude to the people, the only thing that I can do is just lower the master volume. Now, unfortunately, I am now down to the point where the master fader on reel-to-reel is around -15. Last time they were here, I went down in between -15 and -20 on the master fader. I am barely pushing the VU meter on the master volume to roughly maybe -20. It's not even clipping the yellows. That's how quiet my mix is on that. And in here, I mean, I'm barely, in more realistic terms, VU meters are nothing. It matters how much volume's coming out of the speakers. To put it simply, I am pushing between 75 and 80 decibels in here when reel-to-reel is playing. That is with live amps, live drums, vocals coming out of the PA. I am pushing at loudest, maybe 85 dB, absolute loudest. I am hovering between 75 and 80 on average, and people still complain it's too loud. Now, I can go lower, but then we won't hear the vocals. We won't hear the vocals at all, because the volume of the band on stage, their natural amps and natural drums will overpower the volume that I'm pushing out of the mains with the vocal. And then I'll get complaints that I can't hear the vocal. That's where the acoustic treatment comes in, because those panels will help absorb the reflections of the live amps and the drums on the ceiling that make it much louder in here, so that the old people get a quieter mix, it's a cleaner sound in here, and everyone wins. That's another huge bonus for room acoustics. So in a highly reflective room, unfortunately, if someone hits a snare drum, you're going to hear it everywhere in here. That's just the way it is. That's how this room is, and there's nothing we can do about it except get acoustic treatment. So if you are basically, if I want to give any piece of advice anywhere, if you're a venue manager, if you're a new sound guy, go into a venue and you're hearing a lot of reflections on the walls and it's just not sounding good in there, or if you're building a home studio for yourself or a tracking room, invest a lot of money into acoustic treatment. Just get the room sounding great, and even the cheapest piece of gear will sound great in a well-treated room. So that's really the main piece of advice I can give you guys. So, okay, all the mics are set up. They'll be here in about 20 minutes or so. I can now get my computer set up to stream, and we'll be ready to go. All right, we just tested Hillary's vocal. We have a surprise. Hillary from the Bakersfield Band is joining us on piano today. And she's gonna need a vocal. So we have 5 vocals up there. So we have Jim, Bill, guest vocal, Steve the drummer, and Hillary. Bill, let's hear it.
Hey now, 1, 2, hey, check 1, 2. 2, 2, 2, hey.
Good? More? Less? All right. It should be the same exact levels as last time, so we should be good with monitor levels on that.
Let me hear you again, Bill.
Give me full projection how loud you're going to sing during show, Bill.
I was reading the news, I was watching the news, I was...
Jim, you need a little less of him?
Maybe just a touch.
Okay. And let's get your vocal now.
Hey, all right. 1, 2, 3, check. Testing 1, 2. Hey now. I'm digging it.
Cool. Awesome.
Thank you.
That's perfect. Yeah, Steve, you're good. That sounds lovely out here.
All right. Yeah, it's sounding good up here as well.
Hillary, are you good with your monitors for everybody? Cool. Yes, there are no drums in the monitors. All right, I think we're ready, guys.
It's hotter than a hoochie coochie. Oh, rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, yeah, yeah, mama, rock me, rock me. Rock me.
All right. As always, let me save over the reel-to-reel. Save. All right, that's good. As I step on my headphone cord and I pull it out. Kaboom. And kaboom. Okay, we're done here, guys. As always, thank you to Reel to Reel. They're always a pleasure to watch and play. And it looks like I found a good spot to have the complicated levels. I got no complaints tonight from the old people who watch, and I got no complaints from anyone. So not one person came up to my desk and said, oh, the mix is muddy, or everything's so quiet, or everything's so loud. I got no complaints tonight. So you know what? That's always a good thing, especially with a very, I don't want to say hostile. I don't think that's the right adjective for the older people that come to the reel-to-reel shows. I'd say judgmental. I think, for lack of a better term, that's probably the best adjective I can use to describe the people who are regulars to this show. And the band, to their credit, they share with me feedback that they get email-wise. And before the show, Jim, the guitar player, basically said to me, we got a lot of praise for the volume for last time. So I guess a magic number, I brought it. It was between -10 and -20. I have it around -10. It hit no more than 82 decibels in here. And it was hovering around, on average, 75. So I count that as a win in my book. Let's get everything out there. And let me finish cleaning up here. I'm still live, by the way, so hi, Inception, right now. The vlog is watching the stream is watching the vlog. Hi. Okay, I gotta clean up, I gotta get home. It is the longest day of the year, I just remembered, so it's gonna be like 9:30 and there's still gonna be daylight outside. That's awesome. But you know what, the good thing is, and I know this isn't Hot Take Tuesday, but I am looking forward because the days are going to get shorter, which means winter is coming. That's not a Game of Thrones reference. I just like the cold because I'm a psychopath. So I am excited for winter. I'm excited to the point where it is not going to be hot outside anymore. I love it. I don't like the heat. The heat makes me uncomfortable. I'm a psycho and I like winter. But anyways, I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna clean up. Thanks for watching this video, and thanks for watching the vlog as always. And I will catch you in the next one. Bye.